alaikum, APPNA members, and welcome to another episode of the APPNA Committee Cafe. I'm Farheen Khan, a physical medicine and rehabilitation physician and a member of the APPNA Communications Committee. Today, I'm delighted to be featuring the Office Management Committee. I have the pleasure of hosting Dr. Asif Syed, Chair of the Office Management Committee. Welcome, Dr. Syed, and thank you for joining us today. To start off, can you tell us a little about yourself?
Assalamualaikum Fareen, Assalamualaikum APPNA members. Asif Syed, Dr. Asif Syed. I'm the current Office Management Committee Chair. My background is I currently work for MD Anderson Cancer Center, internist by background, and have been serving a part of APPNA for a very long time. And I would like to thank Madam President to entrust us on managing this committee for the year 2025.
That's wonderful. So what are the main roles and responsibilities of the Office Management Committee within APPNA, and how did you get involved in this committee?
So I've been involved in different types of committees for a very long time. Prior to taking these chair sort of or member roles within APPNA committees, I'm presided over the Pakistani Physician Society in Midwest Illinois, PPS Illinois, which is the APPNA Illinois Midwest chapter. So I was the president in 2022. Ran obviously the society for the year 22, and then obviously learned a lot. Was involved with APPNA at that time on the social welfare committee with Dr. Chaudhry and the group when the floods in Pakistan happened. So obviously that sort of made my interest more and made me get involved in a larger capacity to serve our membership and obviously our home people back in Pakistan.
Excellent. And then what are the main roles and responsibilities within the committee?
Sure. So before getting to the roles and responsibility, I would like to just introduce my committee for 2025. I'm the chair. Dr. Noman Ashraf is the co-chair. Then my members include Dr. Tariq Bhatt, Dr. Sohail Khan, Dr. Rahat Sheikh, Dr. Malia Hassan, and Dr. Sanullah, the APPNA secretary. In terms of the roles and responsibilities, I mean, we mostly work behind the scenes, but in terms of the charter, the role of the Office Management Committee is we provide operational support to the APPNA office, which is based in Westmont, Illinois. We are responsible for the operations and administration. We develop policies and procedure for all the operations at the central office. We oversee the management and day-to-day workings of office under the direction of APPNA Board of Directors. We are responsible for budgeting for the office or recommending budget to the Finance Committee for office operations. We provide reports back to the BOD incrementally every month as per the bylaws, and we are responsible for devising policies and procedures for the organization, like ethics and conduct for staff members and volunteers like that. So again, it's a behind the scenes but very critical role to run the smooth operations of APPNA Secretariat in Westmont. One thing which again we've been getting involved more and more is to basically providing oversight to all the meetings and again be available to our members and attendees to our meetings, so to give them a better experience to our meetings.
Yeah, behind the scenes work, it often goes unnoticed, right? But makes such a big impact. And it's some people may not realize what all goes into all the organizing and the planning. So your committee obviously plays such an essential part in keeping everything organized. Could you share any recent projects or initiatives within the committee?
So when we started our year back in January, one of the main tasks we were given is to streamline the record keeping and document retention. We've been around, the society has been around for a very long time, so we have scores and scores of documents, historical documents. Some are required, some are very important in terms of the legal sort of perspective. Some are just document keep piling up. So we started the process last year, but then we we basically completed the whole sort of record keeping and retention part this year. And we only have what is being required or instructed by our attorney and accountant or our leadership to keep it. Otherwise, everything else has been removed and destroyed accordingly. We do provide sort of the office budget review for our office. One thing which we introduced this year is to keep an eye on all the sort of the filings APPNA as an institution requires. We are based in Illinois, so we have obviously federal deadlines and state deadline. So what we've been doing since we started or took charge of the year is to inform the finance committee of the upcoming deadlines and again keeping a track of these deadlines so that we don't miss any of them. And if there's an issue, we can notify the finance committee and the board if there's such an issue and all that. So that's all working out very well. We did again, along with other things, we did wanted at this year during this year to upgrade the APPNA office, the furnishing, the networking supplies and compute. Everything was been dated years ago. I mean, so one thing which we requested the board of directors is to approve the budget to basically refurbish the office. We obviously, the team is getting bigger at office, so we needed space and obviously need upgraded computers and those kind of devices, so that the staff can perform their duty. So we have completed all the renovations and right now again most of the items are changed or upgraded to the extent we can for the year, and it's ready for our visitors.
Yeah, that makes sense. It sounds like it's obviously a growing community, and technology is constantly changing as well. So the upgrades are definitely necessary. So are there any challenges or that your committee faces, like especially with all the renovations and all of this? I'm sure there's things that you're running into as well, right?
Obviously, fiscal level sort of issues are always there. I mean, how much to spend, which are reasonable or required, and not to go overboard. Obviously, as an organization, we have to keep an eye on that. So, obviously, and I would just want to thank our staff, Nick, Leslie, and Diana. They are always helpful and again mindful of sort of all these things. So we looked at different options. We always communicated through different vendors. I mean, what would be the best option, and again picked up the best possible financially viable option to bring things within the office. And every process went through the committee for approval so that it's very transparent and again have the approval from the board so that they're aware and behind this. One thing I do want to mention, what this year's office committee introduces, the meeting support and feedback. So what I tried with my committee members starting after the Atlanta strategic meeting is to any of the committee members that were at that meeting, we always been around the office sort of staff, registration and stuff, to facilitate, obviously help our office staff and then help our membership. But what we did is like we for the summer meeting and even for I think the spring meeting and now the fall one is due to have the feedback online survey through like and I think our communications committee approved that one. And so thankfully Dr. Humera supported that one. So just to get the feedback and obviously, so anybody who comes to our meetings are customers, and we wanted to have them the best possible experience of those meetings. So we tried to ask questions based on like again CME wide education or whether it's the food sort of thing, the entertainment, anything I mean they prefer or wanted to see us doing. So that actually worked out pretty well. And what we are hoping before the end of the year is to communicate or Dr. Kamar can communicate to the membership like the findings and again the upcoming leadership, how they want to handle it in future. That's in my mind, I mean, to me as a APPNA lifetime member, and obviously the committee chair is very critical. The best experience we can provide, the obviously more audience we will get and better experience they can get, and obviously help our membership to come to our meetings and get benefits of it.
I think that's all wonderful changes and initiatives that you have, started, especially with this year. And so I know we're coming kind of towards the end of this year. So are there any goals or future projects that the committee might be planning?
What we are intending to do is to obviously, depending on the need and the requirement from our operations director, Nick. So if we need to expand the staff, especially during the busy meeting times, if that's something we can go take it through the board or request the board to approve, that probably be a better way to move forward. We are again trying to align our processes with the APPNA's finance committee, just to make sure that, I mean, fiscally we are stable and we don't miss any deadline, those kind of things. So again, have a more stable process to go through it. Again, local deadlines are different. Local mean Illinois deadlines are different, but they are federal ones and all that. So we are trying to establish a process. One thing which is we are waiting for the board of directors to approve is a whole SOPs, the standard operating procedures, how to run like office operations. So something which will be documented and will be available to the subsequent chairs or subsequent leadership to look and follow, because these are critical items. We are obviously legally obliged to have those processes. We obviously have employees and we have to follow state rules and federal rules to that. And then again, in terms of the operations of this committee, if we formalize those and have a seal of approval from the board, that will take us long ways, and have subsequent leadership of this committee run it more smoothly.
Yeah, I think that continuity will really help year to year as leadership and committee members and changes occur. Sure. Oh, so I'm sure all our members would appreciate all this unseen work that, keeps APPNA functioning just seamlessly, For those watching who might be interested, is there a way that APPNA members can get involved with the committee?
Definitely. I mean, they can obviously notify let's say for next year, the upcoming leadership or current president or president-elect or the board who's been serving next year onwards. So they can notify them. I mean, obviously, I'm happy to take any interest sort of request to the leadership from our perspective. So however it works, we are happy to do it. We need good, competent people this is the core of our operations. So again, good people will deliver better, and I hope we get obviously young leadership is always a good sort of thing to have. So that's what I would see as a process, and obviously involved at the basic level, and then obviously you can rise up to the ranks, and I hope we get things formalized in a way that will suffice needs for the upcoming leadership to run the operations.
That would be wonderful. So lastly, if you could describe your committee in 3 words, which words would you choose?
We are here to help, or 4 words. Happy to help. And again, we are there for you. Our job is to facilitate anything and everything for the organization, whether it's the processes, operations, meetings, wherever we can facilitate to make your membership experience or audience experience better. We are here to help.
Okay. Happy to help, I guess, are the 3 words.
Yeah. And just before we conclude, I would like to thank obviously Dr. Humera Kamar and the board of directors, Dr. Babar and the board to entrust us, my committee, and anything we can do. We are here to help. Lastly, but not the least, the office staff, excellent, Nick, Leslie and Diana, they are the backbone of all of our operations. So again, the committee is very thankful to the leadership and to the staff to make this year a successful year.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Dr. Syed, for giving us a closer look at this incredible work that the committee does. So in conclusion, I'm Farheen Khan. Thank you for joining us in our Committee Cafe series. And until next time, Assalamu alaikum. Take care.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.